Hello out there in YouTube land, welcome to the OKGoodReview channel. And today is the day of all days that we have this guy. And of course, we all know him from the distinct yellow coloration. This is Generations Sunstreaker. And he is, because he's Generation, of course, there's a little bit of looseness here to some of the joints. Take a look at him. Sort of Ferrari styling, certainly a sort of European exotic hypercar feel to it. No question about that. But this looks really good. So we got actual paint for the running lights. We've got, look at this. Look at this. Not only do we have the taillight paint, but we also have some of this sort of grayed out, I think it's supposed to be like a carbon fiber thing, in the in this back airfoil section, which is pretty dope. That's nice. I like that. That's a good touch. Spoiler doesn't stay together, but of course, just because it's getting old. Have a slight mismatch on the paint here to the other yellow, and this is because they painted yellow on top of black. And they didn't put a block out underneath it. So the way to get around that is to either, you can try to double the yellow, or you just have to put a block out in there. But otherwise, you can see the black is reading through the yellow. And that's kind of what gives it that sort of flavor there in the color. But you can see it's a very, very cool figure in terms of car mode. Got this nice little effect here as well. I didn't realize that this flipped, but it does. It flips. So let's get to the transformation. You can see it's very compact. You don't actually see a lot of the robot parts in here, which I think is kind of a cool thing. But so to transform it into robot mood, we can start by just splitting the spoiler, and then so the legs are this back part here, and did I tuck it in too well? I might have. So we're going to just loosen the doors so we can loosen everything up here, and these flip. So we need to flip these. You can see there is where his legs are. And let's see. Oh, the foots are in there, of course. I don't love this design of burying the feet in there, because this is such a pain to get these back out again. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Yeah, them foots are definitely in there. So the foots, let's see if I can find a way to get these out. Oh man, I don't know if that's gonna go. They're wedged quite firmly in there. Some of them need to get a little assistance to get those out. It's too big to accommodate this knife, so we're going to have to find something different here. Okay, guys, so I wasn't able to pry it out with the knife, but what I did was I got this barbecue skewer, and I went in here and just kind of popped it. You can see it fits in there pretty aggressively. Oh, right, okay. All right, so I think we need to rotate these. I think this is how the legs are supposed to go. All right, so I might be wrong on this. I don't actually remember. So we're going to pull all this out. And there's a slidey thing here, which I imagine is what slides his head out. Maybe it goes Oh, is it a turn thing? Yeah, it is. It's a turn thing. So this needs to come out of the way so this can come down. Now let's... Did not seem to be super cooperative here. You need that out of the way. There we go. So need that out of the way so we can get his head out, which we do by turning this, and I'll put that back in. Okay, we're getting Sunstreaker out little by little. All right, so shoulder joints are there, and I almost wonder if he's meant to be here, I wonder. Maybe we can do it that way. All right, so I think you wouldn't normally think these pieces would be in there like that, though. So it doesn't really make sense to have those on the inside. So you can see he's a bit of a fiddly fellow. Well, I think he looks better like this, so we'll just go with this. So presumably you wouldn't really want those other things in the way because he wouldn't be able to walk at that point. Okay, it seems like it's kind of high. I think I put this on backwards. Did I? I did. No, I couldn't have. It's got to be like this. Has to be. Okay. All right. So there's his backpack. Yeah, I'm sure this is probably how it's supposed to go. And there he is in robot mood, which I don't know where these are supposed to go. You're just going to say they're going to be there. Robot mood. Don't need the skewer anymore. All right, well, him in robot mood I don't love. Face sculpt is excellent, though. It's a really good face sculpt. Wish we could see it better. But there's our lad Sunstreaker. And I think these are supposed to be out here. These are, because these have these sort of rotational things to them. These are clearly supposed to be shoulder pads of some kind, and I guess he can hold a weapon. Very fiddly. I don't like this in robot mood, actually. I think it looks fine in vehicle mode, but in robot mode, it's not great. So let's put it back in vehicle mode. So we're going to take and rotate that around. So that'll give us the front of the car here. And we need to bring this up somehow. There we go. This thing just catches on all kinds of stuff. Very compact though. So when we're doing this part, this is how these need to go. This dot needs to be up. These two stripes need to be there. And then I just kind of get the doors so that they're more or less out of the way. And this one, we're going to do the same thing. So you can see there's a lot of different points of articulation there to make this. And then we have to rotate that and then get that. So you can see we're piecing together the front of the car here. And the door, I don't worry about plugging in. I mean, you can plug in the doors now. I don't really worry that much about it. But so for this part, we need to, do we need to rotate? I think we need to rotate these. So we need to rotate these so we can flip up. Oh, we got to put these stupid feet back in. All right, put the stupid feet back in. All right, maybe this will take them out. Oh, actually, I guess they got twisted around when we put them in there before. Maybe that's why. All right, and then we just fold these over on top of themselves. And just kind of start lining stuff up. Getting him back into vehicle mood is kind of a breeze. He's really fiddly though when he goes into a robot mood. I'm not a big fan of that. But lots of different directions here for the articulation and the joints and stuff. Lots of kind of ways that it can get discombobulated a little bit, but there he is back in his vehicular form. And this, I don't know if you can, I didn't try to do anything with this. But this is, I guess, would just kind of be a tail piece on the back anyway when he's in robot mood. So I think this is another figure that works extremely well as a car. Got a very, very nice look to it. We got louvers on the back. We got the spoiler. We got the whole kit and caboodle here. Definitely a very nice hypercar. As far as are these? I didn't look at the wheel. The wheels, I imagine, are. I think they're probably pinned in. I don't think that these. Yeah, they're. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a pin right here. So they're pinned in, so that's good. But Generations is sometimes, a little hit and miss on the robot side, I think. I do like a lot of the vehicles. I think with that line, I think the vehicles tend to come out pretty well. But, as you can see with this one, the robot mood is a little funky because they take such pains to hide the robot, when you look underneath it. Obviously, this doesn't look like a normal car would look. And you can kind of get the impression of a sort of a humanoid figure here. And I didn't fix the fist, but I guess we could do that too. I don't know if you can stow the weapon. I'm not sure which weapon he actually came with. It looks like there might be some place you can stow something, maybe. It would have to be small, though. There's not a lot of room here. But anyway, to get that sort of very clean effect like we see there, they had to take a lot of compromises, I think, with the robot form itself. So as far as the vehicle, I like it quite a lot. As far as a robot, I like it as a vehicle quite a lot. Let's just leave it at that. So there it is. The Generations Deluxe Class Sunstreaker. Hopefully you guys dug a look at this. If you did, please hit the old thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please hit the old subscribe button if you care to do that. If there is comments and the blue notification available, please feel free to use that. You can check for us on Twitter. I don't know what's going on with the site, so we don't spend a lot of time there. There's not a lot of posts that are going to Twitter anymore. Everything, pictures and things like that, are going to the YouTube community tab, which we encourage you to check out. A lot of the latest news on our posting schedule and so on is also there. So definitely one more place you can kind of take a look at things if you're interested. But anyway, that's gonna do it for Generations Deluxe Class Sunstreaker. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.